On this episode, I'm going to be showing you how we fix this leaking and clogged drainage pipe that's going right into my septic that caused us to evacuate our home for a few days to get this fixed. So make sure you stay tuned. Hi friends, welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, consider pressing the subscribe notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. Now the reason why I'm making this video is because it might be relatable to a lot of homeowners today, especially those who have bought those fully renovated homes, but they don't know what actually went on through that renovation. Maybe the outside looks great, looks brand new, but you don't really know what's inside of those homes. I myself bought this older home. It's a 1970 home and it has a lot of older parts, especially when I start ripping out the floor, finding older piping, older insulation, older electrical. The issue that I want to share with you friends is a traumatic one that happened to our home, and I definitely don't want you going to that same experience, especially if you can prevent it. And that is our drainage and our water or sewage line backing up. All of a sudden, the water started rising inside my toilet, and there was an opening where I was trying to renovate my bathroom, and the piping in there was open where the toilet and my shower drainage was open, and suddenly it started overflowing. It was a mess. So I called the plumber right away. They came with a camera that they stuck through the tube, and they found out that there were roots growing on the drainage near the septic tank. Probably wondering what are roots doing inside a drain pipe near the septic tank. Well, when they ran the endoscope, which was the camera, they could see that it was nice and smooth about a couple of feet away, nice and smooth wall because it was PVC. Then all of a sudden it transitioned to rough surface inside wall, and it came out to be that it was concrete pipe. Now, concrete pipe was about 8 feet of it was attached to the septic tank, which transitioned to the PVC pipe. So hopefully you kind of get the picture. I'll show you a few clips right here so you can get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. If you have an older home like I do, most likely you probably have a concrete pipe that's running 8 feet to the septic, and it's susceptible for roots to grow in. Now I have 2 maple trees that are growing side by side, and lo and behold, those roots started crawling in because the pipe that was butted to the septic had a leak. It was dripping every time, as the years gone by, the roots started crawling, and roots love moisture. Where they travel to where the moisture is, and that's where they start building and building. They got their little snake with a little grinder at the end. They grinded the roots, they took it out, and it started flowing back again. Now that was a temporary fix. My mistake was I depended on that temporary fix. I was good for about a year until it happened again. This time it was close to that nightmare that happened initially a year ago, but then my wife caught it before it actually went to that worst part, which overflowed. It got a little bit overflowy, but not too much where it flooded like last time. And that was bad because all the drainage, all the sewer, all the poop was everywhere. And I don't want to go through that again, and definitely I don't want you going through that same experience. Probably wondering, what is cement pipe? Why didn't they just go and use PVC all the way through the septic? Well, newer homes today use PVC all throughout going to the septic. They had it standard back then. It's not reliable because it's susceptible for the roots to go and start crawling into those cracks. Especially these concrete pipes are divided into 3 sections. This one that I have is divided into 2, butted together. I had roots growing into where it was butted by the septic, and I had roots also where the 2 pipes met together on the butt connection. What I want you to do after you watch this video is to go check your septic and make sure that what kind of piping do you have. Maybe you're all right, your concrete pipe that's going to your septic is in a good condition, not leaking, but there's always a chance. The only way that you can fix this issue and to solve it permanently is you have to dig and find that pipe that is going to your septic tank. My concrete pipe was 1.5 feet deep, so I didn't have to dig too much, but I had to be really careful as well, because if I did dig and I hit that pipe, it could have ruptured and it could have caused more problems before I even got to fix it. So for us, we had 2 feet of ABS pipe that was coming out of our foundation connecting to that concrete pipe. Now trust me, you're going to save a lot of money if you dig that pipe yourself and expose it for the plumber. The plumber that I called was charging us $5,000. If I do dig it up and expose that pipe, it will save you half. So definitely I went and started digging with a shovel and exposed that pipe. Go and get different types of quotes because different plumbers charge differently. So I would definitely want to share this experience with you friends so that you can be aware and that you are prepared that this doesn't happen to you, and you can definitely save a lot more money by doing the work, most of the work yourself, and helping out with the change of the pipe. In this next clip, I'm going to be showing you what we did to change this out step by step, and hopefully it will help you out. Septic drain pipe, cement running up to the septic tank, and here's that post. We have this secondary backup post that's going to be holding that up so we can take this out. So here's another shot of that 8-foot cement pipe underneath that post. Is going to be where the butt joint is, but to make it easier, we're going to use a diamond blade to cut that cement pipe into two different pieces. If you have a weak stomach, please skip this part, but this is where the roots started balling up and you got toilet paper all bundled up. That was 1 year of accumulation from the time that we got it snaked last year. So we are cutting the rest of these piping off, and we are going to hammer and break this into 2 pieces. This is where the butt joint is, and you can tell that there is root growth on that butt joint as well. So those were the ball of roots, and to make this easier, I am going to be replacing this post to begin with anyway, so I'm just going to be cutting this off with a Sawzall, and I'm going to show you another video how I'm replacing this post. So it's pretty rotted on the outside. It's still pretty good, but I just want to change it out. So the piping that you see there is for our sprinkler system. We haven't used that sprinkler system for many years now. It's pretty dated, so we're just going to go cut it off to make more clearance for our dig. So I got a support post right there. I'm going to take this off and replace it. It's getting rotted and have that 3-inch pipe coming out. We have this hub. This is the clean out. We're going to use that so that we can get access to this just in case in the future this gets clogged. We got easy access to clean it out. 3-inch pipe connecting to here. Notice how it just reduces. You can't see it, but this is actually a beveled pipe. I'll use different adapters to connect to it. Just going to tap this a little bit more further in. Just right after we connect that, we're going to cement that right there to the septic tank. I don't know if you see it though, but this actually slopes down. That's why we took off a little bit of dirt back there so that we can push the pipe down to go to this. You know, this is pretty aggressive slope right here, but we'll try to make it work. So what we're using here is Schedule 40 cement. If you need any of these materials that I'm using, I'll leave all the links in the description down below. We're going to type this piping in so that we can have a good connection. This is ABS cement that we are applying inside and outside of this connection. This is the adapter piece for the clean out. Very easy to do. Once you put that ABS cement, push it in, and then we're going to put that into adapter. Now this is like a reamer. This will act and clean out and deburr the edges of the pipe right when we cut it. It's a pretty cool tool. I'll leave the link on the description down below for this tool as well. Very helpful, and also tapers the piping for a better and cleaner fit. Now let's install the clean out. Make sure that you use a level to make sure that it's nice and aligned. We are digging a little bit of the earth out so we can get a clear path from that clean out to the septic. Now we take the measurements. It's measuring to around 42, but we add about 2 inches. Now measure what we need for this pipe. Now we're going to go and attach it. Now in order for us to install this pipe, you have to cut the pipe too so that you can install a Fernco coupling. This will help it so that you can install this pipe. Now you have to connect that coupling. It does have these bands that you can tighten after you install the coupling connector. So now it's time to install the clean out pipe that's going up. I went about 1.5 feet, depending on how high you want it. It's totally up to you. Now we're going to use some fast setting cement. We're going to mix it inside a bucket with a little bit of water, and that's pretty much it. After you mix that, we're going to apply it right into where that septic and the pipe connects, cementing that so that no more roots can get in there. So make it nice and attached to the septic tank itself. Let it dry and you should be good to go. Now before you bury this, make sure that you also check for any leaks. There you have it, friends. We fixed the problem, but you don't want to bury the pipe right away. What you want to do is you want to fill your toilets, run a little bit of water, and monitor the pipe for a few days. Make sure that you check for leaks, and if it does leak, contact your plumber right away to fix the issue, but you don't want to bury it right away. You can see we did install that clean out pipe that went up. that is next to the septic. What's great about that is if it does get clogged in the future with, I don't know, toilet paper or a toy or something, they can access it easily from that clean out and get that clog right away out there without them even going inside your home. So there you go, friends. Hopefully you found big value to this video. If you did, please hit that big thumbs up, press the subscribe and notification bell, and hopefully, friends, that you can spot this issue right away. So some of my tips for you, friends, is make sure that you don't grow anything, no trees, no bushes, no plants near your septic, because that will create problems, especially when the root starts growing around that piping and that septic. So you want to make sure that it's all clear. Okay, friends? So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.